So, tracking data, okay, it's something you've heard me speak about and will continue to hear me speak about because it's such a vital tool and just not enough people are doing it, okay? It doesn't have to be in depth, all right? The more detail you go into, yes, you could argue the better, but the basic stuff people just aren't doing. Okay, I will tell you now what I get people to do, and then we'll go through why it's so important. I get people to track their weight, their food, their daily activity, their digestion, their stress, their hunger levels, their energy levels, okay, and their sleep, and also water. So that might sound like a lot to track and kind of do, but I can guarantee you it will take you less than 5 minutes to do of a night time. 5 minutes, all right? Okay, you'll weigh yourself in the morning, you'll put that directly in. Before you go to bed, you'll fill out the rest, okay? Now, to me, 5 minutes to see what I'm doing on my plan and basically the benefits it has, 5 minutes is nothing, okay? So the reason I can't stress enough how important it is because how are you supposed to know if your plan's working and it's working well for you, okay? You're trying to lose fat, your weight's going down, okay, but you're feeling rubbish, your activity's dropping, okay? Now, if you're tracking things, you could potentially play around and see if you could change things, maybe increase food, might bring activity up, might slow your fat loss down, but it'll make you feel better, okay? Your food might be well too low. Things like that, that's just basic stuff, okay? Basic tracking things. So keeping a track of that will allow you to knowingly make changes and where to make changes, okay? If something's not working and you're not tracking just this basic data, how are you supposed to know what to change, okay? You might drop your food down lower, but you might actually be seriously under eating and your activity is just seriously low, okay? If you don't know what your activity is, how are you supposed to know how many calories you're burning, things like this, all right? So it has such a vital role in basically your progress. Yes, you can progress without it, but I can guarantee you'll hit a point and you won't know what to do. So there is a reason why coaches like myself will get you to track a lot of data. It's so we know when these things happen, where we can make changes and how to make changes. So knowing how to make changes is all based off data, okay? And you will probably pick up on trends and you'll know how to react to these trends and potentially stop these trends. So let's say, for instance, your weight is fluctuating pretty badly. If you're not tracking weight, tracking what you eat or what you weigh on a pretty daily basis, not seeing these fluctuations can be a bit of a kick in the teeth sometimes. Your weight could be going up. You might not know. A few days earlier, you're probably at a new low. I'm not saying everyday weighing is for everybody, but it can play a role. So let's say, for instance, go back to the fluctuations. With a client of mine, we're tracking food, tracking weight, we're seeing fluctuations. Okay, I'll be like, I want to see your food from, say it's going up on a Tuesday and a Wednesday, every week for 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, I want to see your food from a Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, please. And then we will go through them foods, see if there's anything there that could be causing the fluctuations, and we'll play around, okay? We'll take things out. If that doesn't work, we'll put them back in, take another thing out. Okay, but we can only do this if we have the information. So see how it can play such a big role and see how important it can be. And if you're somebody who likes to try different methods, now I'm not saying that's a bad thing, try different methods. One method might work better for you than a different one. Okay, you might see some progress with one, but you might see better progress with a different one. But you have to keep data. How are you supposed to know if one's working better for you if you don't track it and if you don't collect the data? Okay, so again, it all comes back to logging things down. You have to collect data. How are you supposed to know if you're heading in the right direction? Honestly, I can't stress enough how important it is. It's like a business. If a business doesn't kind of keep sheets of how well it's doing, its income, outgoes, things like this, how are you supposed to know if it's making money? Okay, everything we do collects data. Your mobile phone collects data of what you do. Everything collects data. So why aren't you? Okay, you will progress better if you do track. Okay, you'll be able to know when, how to make changes in a positive way, not just blindly making them. So I strongly advise, if you aren't already, start collecting data. Okay, if you don't know what to track the things that I've mentioned at the start of this video. Okay, and if you're still unsure, message me and we'll go through it. Okay, we'll set up a tracking sheet, we'll set you up on something. Okay, but tracking is vital. Okay, if you have any more questions or you want to ask me anything, then please drop me a message.